Miyamoto Musashi, one of Japan's most legendary figures, is synonymous with the art of swordsmanship. Known for his unmatched skills, strategic brilliance, and unyielding spirit, Musashi has transcended the role of a mere warrior to become a symbol of inner growth and philosophical depth. His journey from an arrogant, young swordsman to a wise and contemplative master is the heart of Eiji Yoshikawa's Musashi, a tale that blends history, myth, and philosophy. Through his evolution, we witness a transformation not just in his technique with the sword, but in his understanding of life, human relationships, and the very nature of the universe itself. This essay will explore how Musashi masterfully depicts this growth, analyzing the shifts in his character from reckless ambition to a balanced, enlightened wisdom that resonates far beyond the battlefield. Before diving deeper into this fascinating analysis, we'd like to welcome you to The Unfolding Journey, the channel where we explore timeless stories and philosophical transformations. In today's video, we'll be taking a deep dive into the evolution of Musashi's character, highlighting how this remarkable figure's journey from arrogance to wisdom mirrors universal lessons that are just as relevant today. Whether you're a fan of historical fiction or just interested in personal growth, this video is for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on our weekly content, where we unpack lessons from literature, history, and philosophy. In the early stages of Musashi, the protagonist is introduced as a headstrong and defiant young man, brimming with an arrogant confidence that borders on recklessness. The novel begins with his fateful duel against Arima Kihei, a fight that sets the tone for Musashi's character, both bold and brash. Despite being inexperienced and untrained, Musashi's raw talent with a sword is evident, as is his absolute belief in his superiority. He embodies the youthful arrogance that often accompanies natural talent, assuming that sheer force of will and personal skill can overcome all obstacles. This mindset, while effective in some situations, limits Musashi's understanding of true mastery. His early philosophy is centered on individualism. He believes that the only way to achieve greatness is through self-reliance, which leads him to reject formal training and the teachings of others. His arrogance manifests in his interactions with established swordsmen, as he sees them not as teachers but as rivals to be defeated. He is a wanderer, a man who doesn't yet understand the importance of inner peace or humility. Musashi's approach to combat during this phase is direct and unrefined. He favors brute strength and speed over strategy and discipline. His relationship with weapons is equally simplistic. For him, the sword is merely a tool of combat, an extension of his willpower. There is no deeper philosophical understanding of its significance in his early years. As Musashi continues his journey, he is faced with increasing challenges that demand more than just raw talent. His first major turning point comes when he encounters the teachings of Zen and the concept of the way, do. It is through these experiences that Musashi begins to confront the limitations of his earlier mindset. In particular, the Zen influence introduces him to the idea of no mind, mushin, a state of mental clarity and calmness that is achieved by letting go of personal ego and desires. This new concept is crucial to Musashi's growth, as it teaches him that true mastery is not about defeating others, but about overcoming one's own internal obstacles. During this phase, Musashi encounters various mentors, each of whom plays a role in his maturation. One of the most significant influences on his growth is Takuan Soho, a Zen monk who teaches Musashi the importance of self-discipline, detachment, and spiritual balance. Under Takuan's guidance, Musashi begins to understand that swordsmanship is not just about fighting. It is about aligning the body, mind, and spirit. He begins to adopt a more reflective approach to life and combat, understanding that true strength lies in calmness, focus, and humility. Musashi's relationship with Otsu also plays a crucial role in this phase of his journey. His love for Otsu represents a shift in his understanding of human connections. At the beginning of the novel, Musashi is distant, disconnected from emotions and relationships. But through his bond with Otsu, he learns that love, sacrifice, and attachment are vital aspects of being human. This emotional awakening helps him confront his own vulnerability and is pivotal in his journey towards self-awareness. Despite his growing awareness of the need for humility and inner peace, Musashi's ego continues to pose a challenge. His internal struggle with pride, fear, and self-doubt is a recurring theme in the novel. Musashi is constantly torn between his desire for victory and his growing understanding that true mastery involves transcending personal desires. One of the key moments in Musashi's journey is his confrontation with Sasaki Kojiro, a rival swordsman who represents the ultimate challenge to his skill and philosophy. Kojiro, unlike Musashi, has undergone formal training and has embraced a more structured approach to swordsmanship. This clash of ideologies, unstructured self-taught combat versus disciplined, traditional swordsmanship, symbolizes Musashi's internal conflict. As he prepares for this final duel, Musashi must grapple with his own pride and ego. The fight itself is not just a test of physical strength. It is a metaphor for Musashi's inner journey of overcoming personal limitations and embracing a higher form of understanding. In the lead-up to the duel, Musashi's growing sense of wisdom allows him to embrace the notion of non-attachment. He no longer views Kojiro as an enemy to be defeated, but as an equal. This shift in perspective is crucial to Musashi's personal growth. When he finally confronts Kojiro, it is not with the intention to prove his superiority, but rather to test the principles he has learned on his journey. By the time Musashi faces Kojiro in their final duel, he has transcended the arrogance that characterized his earlier years. His approach to combat has become a reflection of his inner transformation. He no longer sees swordsmanship as a mere contest of strength or skill, but as a deeply philosophical practice that integrates body, mind, and spirit. The duality between Musashi's earlier self and his enlightened, wiser self is stark. He has learned to trust in the process of life, understanding that true strength comes from within and that mastery is a continuous journey, not a final destination. Musashi's wisdom is no longer just about his skill with a sword, but about his understanding of life's greater truths. He realizes that life and death are interconnected, that victory and defeat are fleeting, and that the true measure of a person is not in their external accomplishments, but in their inner peace and humility. This final stage of his journey symbolizes the culmination of his growth. He is no longer the arrogant, reckless young man, but a wise, contemplative master who understands the profound interconnectedness of all things. Musashi's transformation from arrogance to wisdom is not just a narrative arc, but a profound philosophical statement. His journey is one of self-discovery, where the external battles he faces mirror the internal struggles that all humans experience. Through his encounters with teachers, rivals, and love, Musashi learns that true mastery involves more than physical strength. It requires emotional intelligence, humility, and a deep understanding of life itself. This evolution reflects the timeless truth that wisdom is not something one is born with, but something that is cultivated through experience, introspection, and the willingness to learn from others. Musashi's story is a testament to the power of self-reflection and the importance of continuous growth, no matter how accomplished one may become. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Musashi's evolution from arrogance to wisdom. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to dive deeper into the world of literature, philosophy, and personal growth, be sure to subscribe to The Unfolding Journey for more insightful content like this. We post new videos regularly, exploring timeless lessons that can help you on your own journey. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated. Until next time, keep evolving and keep unfolding.